It doesn't matter about that now. Cool. Hello guys. We're here back still at the O2 Academy for the Paul Band as part of media. I feel like I don't need to say that because I've got that many videos. I'm like, yes, we've got it. Still day 8. But anyway, I'm delighted to say Harwood Drive are here with me now. So hello guys, first of all.
Hello.
They've just come from up here because they were just doing the gig here. So just to save introductions, we'll go left to right. So can you just say who you are, what you do in the band?
Andy, and I'm the drummer, or the rhythmless section.
That's harsh. Next.
I'm Rachel, I'm the guest for the night on the keyboard.
Cool.
I'm Simon, I'm the rhythm guitarist.
I'm Lucy and I'm the lead singer.
Cool.
I'm Luke, and I'm the other guitarist. I'm David, I play bass.
Cool, excellent. So I suppose the first thing to start asking you guys is how was the gig? Because obviously you just come back. It's all right. Is he the contented
Is the
one?
pessimist one?
Yeah.
Like, that was awesome. He's like, yeah, but I made 2 mistakes.
He's going back on
No, you
stage
made 3
later.
this time.
Yeah.
This is his last night in the band. Anyway, no, it was
Rachel,
cool,
can you
yeah.
play bass?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not bad at bass.
You've got your card. We'll give you a call.
No, but cool. It was good though, yeah.
Awesome.
Really,
Yeah,
really good.
really enjoyed
It's
it.
mental to be asked to play to
Yeah.
an audience
I'm
like
assuming
that.
this is the biggest gig you've been.
Well, we have played O2 Academy one before.
Oh, right.
It was for a competition, but we only got 10 minutes, so obviously it was still really good, but to be able to do your full set and let everyone know, like, this is who we are, we're not just like
What was the competition? What was the competition you supported?
Soundwave.
Ah, right, okay. Yeah, we I think we were around during then. Anyway,
Yeah.
that's who cares about that? But no, that sounds great. So, how did you get involved in the gig to begin with? Who asked you? Was it the agency or did
It
they
was
tell
the
you?
agency. We've worked with them a few times now,
Okay.
and we're quite familiar with them, so they asked us. Got a random inbox in, fancy a gig at Academy 1? And we're like, yes. Didn't even ask what it
It's
was.
funny,
who it was.
I've like interviewed like 4 bands today, and what I found hilarious about that is I love the fact like they get asked us in, would you be up for it? Like you just all go, nah, I'm alright.
No thanks.
Yeah.
Let's not just say,
Yeah.
you're playing Academy.
Yeah. We're happy with our 10 followers.
We've got band practice.
Yeah. There's bingo on later. But that's cool. So suppose as well, because I'm always intrigued when bands meet and stuff. Is like how did you guys meet up first?
It's me and Andy.
Hello.
Me and Andy have been...
You and Andy. Okay.
Me and Andy playing Chili's in his bedroom. Red Hot Chili Peppers, just playing like,
For
for
a
like
jam.
5 hours.
Yeah. Well.
And they were like,
I love that you said
Yeah,
chili
yeah.
peppers like people meant chili peppers.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
you
yeah.
were playing with chili peppers. We better do red hot chili peppers. Yeah.
And then one day we were like, oh, get a singer.
Yeah.
And then we got a different singer, and she wasn't very good.
She wasn't.
We had a she and then a he.
This is news to our country.
Yeah.
It was ages ago, and then it didn't work, and then we found David. I should put your thumb in your face. And then we were around for a little bit, and then it didn't work, so then us 3 stayed together, and then found Lucy.
No, you didn't. Where's Craig?
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I was saying, it didn't work and then you came.
Yeah. So
Oh.
basically, it was a failed attempt at a band with us 3, and then we made a new band.
And then I came along. It's been great.
Yeah, whatever. That's what
I'm the
it's about.
toddler of the band. I'm the toddler because I only came in January, was it?
Yeah. End of January.
Past rhythm guitarist Reese.
Yeah.
Because while we were interviewing another band, and we had this door open, we could hear you guys play, and I heard you do Evanescence.
Yes.
Is that so? That leads me to the question of what's your type of music? Obviously, that's a cover.
No,
But
it's not.
no, it's not.
No, it's not. I don't right.
Ripping off Paramount.
No!
Let's just give Lucy the stage.
Yes.
Right. We try so hard not to be Paramore because people often say, "Are you a female-fronted band? Oh, are you like Paramore?" And it's like, no, not at all. Like you can still be a rock band and not sound like Paramore. Which is why we don't play Paramore, and if we do a cover, we'll play Evanescence.
Fair
It's
enough.
not Paramore.
Yeah.
So I guess we're just rock, but
Us, as in the instrument players, tend to. I think we want to make it less like commercial music that is already here because we try and make it more musicians.
That's cool.
Like like a Paramore song, you won't find a guitar solo in a Paramore song.
well,
we try and make things a bit more complex, just because we don't want to be exactly the same as what's already being heard.
Is there an element of that's why you decided? Because I think what you touched on, from my experience, is like I think that to me that sums up. There's not enough girl lead singers who are girls.
Totally.
So I mean, not trying to make this sound like that was the reason you wanted to be different, but like, do you feel different because of that? Because I don't think there's enough bands like that around.
There's
not many.
Really not.
Yeah.
And I think it sounds really sad, but it's harder being a girl because people don't.
Oh, God.
Shut up! People,
Not this again. No, I'm joking.
people don't believe when you've got a female fronted band like that you've got any chance, and I think playing gigs like this and like achieving the things that we have, it proves that female fronted bands can do just as much as male fronted bands.
Absolutely, yeah, cool. So I suppose to branch on what we were saying earlier. So like, I know I hate pigeonholing bands and stuff, but what would you describe your music as?
Rock.
Try not
You
to
need
be more
to say
specific. Try not to be more specific than sort of.
We just generalise. We kind of try different things. We'll come
We do
from, like
plenty of
different.
different
I mean,
stuff
we've
to
got a song
generalise.
called Tonight, which is really dark.
Okay.
Heavy.
But then we've got stuff like there's another song called What Lies Beneath that we've had for a while, which is just really raw and stripped back, and there's nothing particularly
I like that.
deep about it. There's nothing particularly deep. Whereas Tonight is really deep and really dark.
We started out like properly commercial with Memo, which no one will ever hear.
Again.
thankfully.
Ever.
That was properly commercial. So we've changed a lot, and we keep on changing. So there's no real.
I think we're all trying to discover. This is gonna sound really lame. We're all trying to discover each other as musicians anyway. So like, I haven't got a clue what kind of music I'm the best at or what I'm like most comfortable doing.
Okay.
So when I'm still trying to find that out, that comes through in the band, because then if I write songs, they keep changing because I keep changing as a musician, everyone else as well.
Do you guys find it difficult, because you mentioned being sort of commercial between like sort of it seems horrible that the scenario is be commercial or do your own music.
Yeah.
Like, I suppose like, do you guys struggle to try and keep focused on doing your own music as opposed to doing like, you know, the sort of generic sort of dubsteppy, you know, for want of a better phrase, you know,
we
like
kind of just play what we like. Yeah, we don't. We're like
That's cool.
We're right for like, you know, so people can enjoy it, but we just
We're right for us.
That's great.
We'll have fun
Nice
doing
to
it.
hear.
Like we wouldn't do a song that we got really bored doing. Like
That was because that was the whole philosophy from the start. Was it was like, try and make music people like, because that's the point. But try and make it so that everything you play you enjoy playing.
We're
Even
not-
if it's
yeah.
simple, because you don't want to be stood on stage thinking, I wish I was playing all that stuff.
That's why we didn't become a screamo band, isn't it? We
And
didn't want to be generic.
But that's how you can
Thank
see.
God.
Breakdown raw.
Too many of them around.
You can see when we're on stage that we are having fun, and that's genuinely because we love all of the songs
Brilliant.
that we are playing. So it's not like we think we'll write this because this is what people are going to like.
Do you know what I find interesting about that as well? It's usually that when people they try and do their own music, the first thing they think of is like they do a commercial thing. It actually is easier to just have fun. Like it's easier just to be yourselves. But why do you think people make the decision of just not doing it that way?
Because they're lazy.
I was about to say, how would you say it without
Sorry.
insulting other people?
An
And you
easy
just went
way,
straight for it and insulted them.
It's an easy way into the industry. Like you can either work and do it your way and get there, or you can.
I'll
just
take
go
the hit
straight
for you if
into-
you want to. I'll take the hit. It's it's essentially reality TV for music.
Yeah.
Because it's just
Well,
simple.
you know, like I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I'm going back to screamo. You get like you'll have a chorus, and you have some sweet vocals, and you'll have a scary breakdown, and it's just like it's same
Well,
old. And
It's
just
just
play to
like
fit a crowd.
What are you doing?
I was coming. It's
The roof's literally
It's not a
falling
clue.
down.
It's
But,
claustrophobic.
Yeah.
Like I think some people.
Kind of is.
Obviously, the only reason you ever learn how to play anything is because you learn other things.
Yeah.
So like, it's like if you steal off one person, it's stealing. But if you take it off loads of people, it's research. You know what I mean? Like,
So you're right. That's a really good.
And what people do, I think, a lot of times is steal.
Mhm.
So I think a lot of people just like listen to 2 or 3 bands all the time, copy what they do, and then try and make it the same.
Yeah.
Whereas you need to try and like listen to like.
Uh-huh.
Our
I
writing
don't know,
sessions, I mean,
like Chet Atkins, and then listen to Metallica, and listen to everything in between if you can. Think of everything you can.
yeah.
Jazz,
That's
heavy metal.
So who you just going to say something about the writing
just-
process?
Our writing sessions, we don't really focus on trying to be,
Generic.
yeah.
At all.
It's kind of what the way we'll come up with is somewhat like say we'll just say, oh, I figured out this riff and it sounds pretty good, and then like the newest one, the 303 one,
Yeah.
came up with the
That's
riff.
what I mean,
ideas.
yeah, that's why I say the 3. That's
Yeah.
it, isn't it?
Jeff.
It's
And,
Jeff. Jeff.
Jeffrey.
No,
Well,
the,
the Jeff and the new one. Mark.
new
It's
one.
very complex.
Yeah.
It's like
Well,
four
like,
things.
you know,
Every
what-
time when we write stuff, we'll go the new song. Oh no, not the new song. So we just call them names.
It's like one of
Jeff and
my
Mark.
favourite bands couldn't come up with a name, so they cut a name for a song and they called it Sample 2.
yeah.
I absolutely love
That's
that.
how we got
Our
it.
first song, our first song, memo, which was said was never ever going to be played
Oh,
again.
was it?
It was
It
saved
was
on my
because it was
phone.
SoundCloud is a memo. I
memo.
don't know. Are you not allowed to say that?
What?
Are you allowed to say? Are you allowed to say?
Or
trademark
any
names?
recording thing.
Yeah, oh no, yeah, of course you can.
Right,
I
so
I didn't hear what you
SoundCloud,
said. so I
SoundCloud.
didn't- yeah, of course you can say SoundCloud.
If you just put a file on SoundCloud
Yeah.
and don't name it, it automatically call it a memo.
Yeah, that's
We
not
couldn't think of a
allowed.
name for it. We're like, oh, we'll shoot for memo for now, and then we're like, ah, it sticks, you know. So just
and then you went, guys, we need to put a memo in this song.
Yeah.
Doesn't mention it forever.
didn't we? We sound like thinking, how can we tell interviewers, but if they ever ask about the song, why we call it a memo? We couldn't
It's
think.
Oh,
like
well, cool,
band
thanks for
name,
sharing
isn't
it. That's cool.
Band
The
name.
band name's the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
The band
Said it as a
is-
joke.
It lives in number 1 Harwood Drive.
All right.
So we tell people, everyone's going to know this now.
Yeah.
We tell people that it's where we recorded our first song,
Which
which
it
we
is.
did,
Yeah.
but that's not the reason it's
Then we
called Harwood
deleted it.
Drive.
That's the song that we'll keep talking about. Memo. We recorded that. It is
Uh huh.
in a week, and that's all. That's what we tell people. That's why we call it
Yeah.
band.
Mint.
But we've also
Um,
just said it on like the microphone. It's not the reason. So
It's
scratch
okay.
that.
It's okay. I'll make sure no one. I'll make sure no one knows. But no, that's really cool. I suppose the next thing to ask logically is to ask about your sort of music and where you guys where can people find your stuff? Have you got any stuff online or anything?
Yeah.
We've
YouTube,
got
Facebook.
Yeah, YouTube, Facebook, SoundCloud. Well, our new song tonight is coming out soon. It's all recorded and everything on the internet, but private, so no
Okay.
one can see it. It will be released soon, along with the music video.
Mint. Has the music video been done, or are you just
Very,
It's-
very shortly after this.
Yeah,
all right? So it's in the
within
pipeline.
the next
Yeah.
week.
Oh, it's tonight. No, sorry.
Hey! But no,
Sorry, friends, for
that sounds great. Let me know when it comes out. That'll be
Yeah,
cool.
definitely.
So what's the next stage for you guys? Because obviously you've done something like really cool tonight, being part of an unsigned thing.
Right.
Come and
What do you
name
want
drop.
to do?
Can I?
Echo, can we go on tour, please?
Well, no, we are actually.
Thanks, Echo.
We are actually in talks about a little kind of tour. So
Right,
I
alright.
guess the next thing we want to do is
Can
get
you say
out
what
of
type of tour?
Newcastle.
Or just like round
Just
regionally?
just
A
a,
fun one.
small kind
Yeah.
of maybe northern.
Because it'll
tour.
have to be so like I mean, two of us. I'm one person going to university next year.
We'll have
One
to-
of us is
University
going to
coming.
university next year,
Okay.
and he's going to college, and
Okay.
everyone's starting to move on, do things now because we're finishing school.
So
Well, them two,
exciting,
us three are.
All right, man.
We've
So
actually
it's
been
like
school we're at college, Luke, when we're at school.
College.
Just pointing that out.
All right.
so it's sort of trying to move forward and
Anyway.
like, sort of keep moving forward like with everything else at the same time. But
Cool.
we're looking to go on tour sort of by the end of this year.
Just
Yeah,
want to
you
get
can
out in
imagine.
Newcastle a bit. Like gigs like this, we feel like it's sort of the most you can do in Newcastle without
Yeah,
playing Metal Ridge Arena.
yeah.
Which
You're right, yeah.
isn't going to happen for a while.
Yeah.
I love the
so-
optimism there, by the way.
Well, she was optimistic, not happening in a while. She could have said that's never gonna happen.
Exactly. So we
Come
just want to
on.
get out of Newcastle and show what we do. To
Yeah, no,
the
that's-
And write
cities
as well.
and-
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'll sit down and write together. Yeah.
I mean, like, we really need to sort of try and think about finishing an album by next year, sort of
Yeah.
thing, or like halfway through next year. Like maybe not fully recorded, but like actually there to be
Mhm.
recorded. Because I mean, there's only so far you can go when you've got 5 or 6 originals.
Yeah.
And we've got sort of 5 now that we're happy with. But we need to
We've
start
just
writing.
scrapped so many. Like,
We're really
write one and then-
picky.
If you don't like
Ah,
a song,
really
get rid
picky.
of
No,
it.
but that's
You
good.
write a song and then
Quality
like,
over
it
quantity.
hasn't got the lyrics
Yeah.
yet, and then like the lyrics start getting written through, and then you have the melodies, and then you think this isn't quite working, and then the song just gets
Cool.
scrapped.
Cool. So as you said, you mentioned you got stuff coming out. When it does come out, do you know where it's going to be on the internet,
Facebook.
or you got any?
Facebook, YouTube,
Is it just your-
SoundCloud.
Is it just?
Obviously, it would be good to get it on iTunes,
Yeah.
but we almost think at the minute we just want to let people listen to what
Yeah.
we do, not have to pay for it, because we can do that when people will pay for it.
Yeah,
we don't
yeah.
have to do
You
that
just want to
now.
get your stuff out there. Yeah.
Too
I
many
just want
people
people to
try
hear
and
what we
kind of
can
like
do.
market quite early on and would rather get the music out rather than trying to make
Yeah,
money
yeah.
instantly
Spot
off
on.
like 1 or 2 songs. So-
Yeah, I do the same for my podcast. My podcasts are free at the minute
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
I've
It's
only
like-
just started.
You
Until
want
you
to
build
like
like
go
group-
with the social trends.
You
and
want
stuff,
Yeah.
fans
and then-
before you get money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like, I mean, like sort of 10 years
Beyond
ago.
corporate
10
horse.
years ago. If you think about 10 years ago, it was like solo
We
artists.
should just end the interview there, like just like right. Thanks, guys. We are not corporate whores. That'd be
Some
brilliant.
good editing or something.
Yeah.
for it.
I know.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
that's it. It's like 10 years ago, you had like solo artists and stuff, and like LimeWire was the big thing then.
Yeah.
You had people just not bothered about making money, just putting things on LimeWire. Everyone was sharing it, everyone was listening to it, so I just want to try and find what
It's
it is.
funny because it's funny you say that because MySpace went down that very same.
MySpace,
went down that
Optimus.
very same.
Yeah.
Tried to get money off you doing music now, and now like MySpace is great for free music again.
Yeah.
But the reason they ultimately failed is because they will ask people for money. And it's
Yeah.
like,
I mean,
it's
Optimus
crazy.
got big off MySpace.
Yeah.
They shared on MySpace, and there's loads of bands that did things like that.
No,
Was
it's
it
cool.
not Foos though that said like they don't care about people buying their stuff? They just want
Nah, as long as the
to
music
hear it.
gets out there.
Well,
Yeah.
you can kind of say that.
You
can't
can't say
Oh, Dave's got no money.
Just like that when he was on his playing on World Tour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, cool. I'm pressed for time. I'd love to keep talking to you, but no. But it's been nice chatting to you.
Thank you very
Me
much.
too.
Check out that stuff. Obviously, just Facebook and.
Quick
Do
plug.
you know you on Twitter? Yeah,
Yeah.
go on Twitter.
Do you want to do a quick plug?
What?
Like, what's do we do it on Facebook?
Search Harwood Drive on Facebook, that's all you need.
We're the only Harwood Drive on Facebook.
I was gonna say just
And-
Harwood Drive. That's cool.
If you go on Google as well, type in
Well,
Harwood Drive and it's
when I put it
also
on YouTube, I'll put links on.
Oh, that's
Amazing.
good.
Thank
And
you.
what are on Twitter? What is it? Harwood Drive.
At
Howard Drive
Is
UK.
it alright? At
UK.
Howard Drive UK.
You are UK at Harwood Drive UK.
Cool. I'll follow you.
Thank you very much.
And once
Cool.
again, thanks to
Follow.
Rachel, obviously.
Yeah, thanks to
Yeah.
Rachel, the guests for today.
Yeah.
Thanks guys, and well done on the gig and everything. Good luck in the
Thank
future.
you.
Thanks for talking. Cheers guys.
Cheers.
Appreciate it.
Sweet.